Before I started successfully clearing my clutter, I was seeing a therapist regularly. I knew I had more challenges than just my clutter, and with hindsight, I was hoping she'd tell me how to deal with all my challenges without actually having to spend any time, energy, effort, or money on dealing with them. Then one week, I had a light bulb learning moment when she told me the secret of changing your life. Turns out there are no magic wands that you can buy to clear all your clutter for you in the blink of an eye. She told me the most important thing that you have to do is to shift from living in effect mode and start living in cause mode. She said that if I wanted any chance of successfully clearing my clutter, I had to decide whether I wanted to continue living my life in effect mode or whether I was willing to step outside my comfort zone and start living in cause mode. So what's the difference? Well, people living in effect mode live their life reacting to the effects of external events that they can't control or even influence. As a result, they're unhappy, they're unfulfilled. They're using the effects of external events as the reason and justification for why they're not happy or able to live a fulfilling life or living their best life. They use external events to explain their current situation. They believe all the media headlines apply to them, and they believe they're not responsible for their current situation. They'll allow themselves to get drawn into other people's dramas, and they'll even create their own personal drama just to avoid having to face and deal with their issues. They'll blame their current situation on things that are outside their control, such as the past, the future, the pandemic, their parents, their siblings, other people, their health, the government, the economy, their age. The list of people and things that they blame for their current circumstances is endless. You can tell someone is living in effect mode when they respond to an offer of help with, "Yes, but..." They can spend hours talking about why their clutter isn't their fault. They'll tell themselves they haven't got time, they can't afford help, yet they don't know how much they actually spend on a monthly basis, and they certainly don't budget. They impulse buy to make themselves feel better. They justify it by saying, "Oh, but I deserve a treat." They believe the media when the media says no one's got any money. People who live in the effect mode refuse to take responsibility for their situation, and they make themselves powerless to do anything to change their situation because they believe it's outside their control. They're waiting for things to change, which is as futile as waiting for that magic wand that's going to deal with your clutter in one go to be discovered. Successful clutter clearers, on the other hand, live in cause mode. They'll say things like, "I'm not sure, but I'm willing to give it a go." Living in cause mode is about taking responsibility for your life and dealing with the causes of your current situation. You focus on what you can control. You take responsibility and you find solutions. You're not afraid to risk making mistakes because you know that's all part of learning and changing. You're not looking for anyone to blame. You're focused on living your best life. When you live in cause mode, you believe that finding a solution to your current situation is within your control, even if you're not responsible for your current situation and you don't yet have a solution. When you live in cause mode, you accept help. When you live in cause mode, you know the solution is within your control, you focus on the future, accept help, and take appropriate action. The uncomfortable truth is, a lot of people who have had their clutter for any length of time are stuck in effect mode, and nothing will convince them to even try cause mode for any meaningful amount of time. When I started Clutter Clearing, I came across a lot of effect people, and that's why I stopped offering free telephone calls to people who hadn't yet proved to me that they were in cause mode, that they were committed to finding a solution to their clutter challenge. Why? Because they only wanted to talk about their clutter. There was always a good reason why the help that I provide didn't apply to them. So why were they phoning me? Ah, yes, because they wanted to talk about how awful their life is with their clutter and how it's not their fault. Lots of effect mode people who follow me have done things like joined social gatherings, they've invested in getting started with a workshop or course, but they've not actually started their journey, which is the solution that they need in order to switch to cause mode. Why don't they start their journey and get the help they need to succeed? Because effect mode is their comfort zone and they're not yet ready to step outside. Sometimes they never do. The fear of change is simply too great. To succeed with your clutter clearing, you need to be in cause mode. So if you think you're too overwhelmed to start your clutter clearing journey, get the Overwhelm workshop, join the social gatherings, or start your group journey to get the support you need to get started and get through the bad days and tough weeks that we all have when we're clearing our clutter. If you think you haven't got enough time to start your 7-step journey, plan your time and protect your time. I guarantee you, you're spending a lot more time than you think doing things that don't add any value to your life. If you're ready to switch to cause mode and you want to know how I can help you do that and clear your clutter, click on the link with this video to find out what the best next step is for you.